as a Chicago person and anyone that comes to the state of Illinois, one of the greatest places to go is Stan's Donuts. Fucking homemade, wonderful donuts. You just put it in your mouth and you just say, "Thank you, God, for creating donuts. This is the best thing to ever exist on earth, besides deep dish pizza, and maybe if you're feeling frisky, Malort as well." Been a great day of just all things Chicago, and this on my list, besides pizza, is the next thing to do here. Stan's Donuts. I have a Boston cream because I've been here. I don't need the glitz and glam of Halloween decorations. I know it's good, but my friends here, videographer Johnny Stiles, got something Halloweeny, and then so did our Loopy Lou. He got a pumpkin. How cute is that? And it's gonna be delicious, and we're gonna love it, and we're gonna fall in love again all over just because of donuts. Hey guys, it's me, Maddie Mad Dog Forberg, and thank you for watching Mad Dog Strong on Mondays. Like I talked about before, I didn't really have the best expectations for it. I was coming off of an SI injury that's still bothering me, not to the extent that it was because I've been working with a PT, but training through that, I wasn't getting the best results, and realistically, that's pretty fair to expect, having like not the best training cycle. But the actual meet, I ended up going 5 for 9, which in powerlifting language is not great. The ideal would obviously be to get 9 for 9, but I had a really good first 2 squats, but the second one didn't pass. There was a judgment call, I didn't get it. The first one went good. The bench was pretty weird. I got one bench, and then 2 of my deadlifts, so maybe that's 4 for 9, whatever. That shows you how much I don't even remember that, whatever. But the biggest thing was I had cut weight, right, and I felt really good about the weight cut up until the day before, TMI, but I had started to get my period, which happens a lot like when I'm in a big time of stress. I think my body just kind of freaks out, and it's like, you know what would make times even better? If you were freaking out about this. So typically when that happens, I carry a lot more water. So I was extra nervous about cutting water, eating that night, even though my weight cut coach was telling me that I could eat more that night. In kilograms, she told me that I should go to bed weighing like 57.8, because throughout the night I would wake up, I'd pee, I would still be like sweating off and just naturally losing like 0.01 an hour or whatever of sleeping. So I ended the night at like 57.4, just because again I was like really nervous about that and being irresponsible. So I woke up really, really light. I talked about it in the other video, but I ended up being like 56.33, and in maybe some sports that's good, but for powerlifting, for the angle we're trying to get, it's not. The idea is that you should really fill out your weight class. Like if I'm a 57, which is 125.5 kilos, I should be like 56.97, you know? So being way under that didn't benefit me, and as a woman rather, bench is like the first thing to take a hit. However it works, like just your pecs, losing that much water, being that dehydrated is a little bit harder on a woman's body. So bench was just weird. I didn't feel bad that day warming up, but the strength just wasn't there. We had some weird calls, but at the end of the day, I wasn't too mad about it. We had some like weird stuff going on with, the judges, but then like people there trying to be petty and just dumb shit that I was like, we're just like doing fake work. Like we're just lifting weights here today, and it's only about what you can do. So I don't know, people are just weird. So the meet itself wasn't super successful for me, and I am okay with that because I had a little bit of an awakening after that meet was over. Actually, like during the meet, because after Worlds, if you guys don't know about it or didn't see those videos or read my post, I competed on the USA team at the 2019 IPF Worlds in Sweden. I lost all my luggage. I had to borrow everything from everyone. My weight cut was fine. I had to sauna that time, but I felt great. I felt like a world champion warming up that day, but I hate being one of those people that says, oh, the judges, but the judges. So I had good lifts, but in the end I only went 3 for 9 that day. It was really scary because I was nervous about bombing for each lift, and I've never had to worry about that before. I'm not the best person in a meet, but I'm usually a lot more successful than that. I usually at least get my first 2. So coming back from Worlds, I was really depressed and really questioning my place. If you guys have heard of Impostor Syndrome, I really struggled with that. I was like, why did I even go? I didn't deserve to be there. And like, how can I even call myself an athlete? And this entire training cycle, I was super nervous to be going back to my hometown, well, the hometown next to mine, and compete in front of these people and do badly. Like, I didn't want to show up with not my best work. And so even with that, I was off to a way bad start just in my head. And my training probably could have gone a lot better, and it will be something that I'm definitely going to keep in check moving forward, is having a better attitude about things. But when the meet was over that Friday, I realized, like, I can do this. You know, it's not going to always be 3 for 9, and like it's all about what I can do. I know that's super cheesy, but I showed up that day and I did what my body let me. I can put in the months of work moving forward, and I am going to take a really nice long off season because I haven't had that in a while, and my body clearly is just screaming that I need it. So just keeping in mind that having a positive attitude about it, being focused, and trying to train as smart as I can is going to really benefit me. And my coach and I talked the other night on the phone, and we talked about how we're going to game plan moving forward, and that includes us having like a better relationship with calling every week, talking about, okay, what are we focusing on this week? Because you're only going to get out of it what you put into it. And if I'm being focused and actually taking this seriously, things will go well. At least I will have everything in check in my power. So that's moving forward. For the next few months, it will be some like bodybuilding kind of things. It will just be like making muscles and a lot of just hypertrophy work, a lot of reps. So it'll be kind of fun to do workout videos in the future, because I'm just gonna, like, for the next few weeks, be getting a pump and whatnot. But the best part about this weekend was I got to see my team, I got to see my friends, and I got to see my family. I got to have a home-cooked meal, which, like, what's better than a home-cooked meal? A real home-cooked meal. Like, my mom made a bunch of stuff. She made the soup that I love. She made steak. And I just got to be home for a little bit in my favorite season. Growing up in Illinois, my favorite part was fall. Like the 2 weeks that we get of just crunchy leaves and whatnot. So I got to really enjoy that. We were at the house that I have lived in my entire life. Like the entire 22 years I've been alive. Other than being away at school, it's been in this house, in this neighborhood. My brother will be coming later with his wife and his 2 children. But here right now I have my sister and my mom and our dog, Oliver / Buddy, or any nickname that you could possibly create for a dog. He has it. Yep. Which I'm so surprised to see him, like, he looks so small to me, but now that we have Benji around, he's just like a lump of fluff, isn't he? Being home, we wanted to tell you a little bit about Taylor's story, which is a very inspiring and amazing one.
Not really.
Because we get to do a lot of interviews and cool stuff with the strong people around in our industry. Well, Taylor is the strongest person I know. Truly, truly. Her and my mom. So,
thank you.
Taylor, how old are you?
You know.
Taylor's very sassy. You're crazy. How old are you?
27.
27? When's your birthday?
You know.
Tell them.
Tell who?
Tell the camera.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My birthday is March 18th.
What kind of things do you like? Pizza.
Pizza. Oh yeah, I love pizza. And your nephews? Oh yeah, my nephews. And the dogs.
And dogs. And
Yep.
TV. And Taylor is really good at this game called Subway Surfer. Last time I checked on my mom's phone, Taylor has like 140,000 coins from this game. She's just racking them up. Taylor's amazing because she's been through so much and she's just such a positive light. I think anyone that's around Taylor just feels an energy change of just positivity and happiness.
15 years
15
ago.
years.
Right over there.
Oh boy.
Over here.
Right over there. Yeah.
So what were you doing?
Riding my bike
Yeah.
And you went to cross
across the street.
at the corner,
Yep.
but a neighbor had his
Boat.
boat hooked up to his
Car.
SUV, so she had to go around it. And there was a construction van approaching and didn't see her and hit her. And she flew up 15 to 20 feet in the air and came
Why?
down on her head.
I didn't fly up 15 to 20 feet in the
Yeah.
air.
Yeah. And you're alive.
Yeah.
Taylor went through a lot and broke like all her bones and
Put your feet down.
And all my bones.
as you can see, she's got braces on her legs because she's relearned how to walk. You're amazing. Your story's a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She spent a month in a coma.
Whoa.
Yep.
I don't remember.
We weren't sure if we were going to get her back, and here she is.
And we're very lucky to have a mom who has worked so hard for that to be able to be possible. Because now my mom does that same thing for other people.
Yes. Yep. I did.
You want to tell them a little bit about that?
Taylor developed a licking behavior that we couldn't get rid of. So I didn't want to drug her, so I Googled Behavior Chicago, looked up some program at the Chicago School of Professional Psychology, ended up at their doorstep, went back to school. Here we are. And now I work at the Shirley Ryan Ability Lab and Rehab Without Walls Neuro Solutions, and working with folks with brain injury as well.
This is Oliver, and he is like 11 years old, maybe? He's an elder dog, but he's still a good boy and a puppy. He's a schnoodle, which is a schnauzer poodle mix. And I now have my own poodle mix. And this wedgie. So the highlight of coming home this weekend for the meet was I asked my mom to make some of my favorite foods. So I have a plate here, but before this plate, my mom made her very own, very famous in our family, French onion soup. It's just like gooey, cheesy, and it's just incredible. It's not like a first date food because you smell very oniony after, but it's delicious. And I asked her to make double baked potatoes. Here we have green beans with almonds and butter and goodness, and steak. And if you don't know, double baked potatoes are probably one of the fattest, most American things you can ever have. It's where you take the insides of a potato, you scoop them out, and then you add butter and cheese and what else, Mom?
Egg and sour cream.
Sour cream, just all this like the most delicious things that exist on the earth. You just add it together, and then you put it back in the potato and you bake it, and you put more cheese on top. This is not a cutting weight meal. This is probably just 1 million calories, but calories don't count on Sundays or at home, right? Hello MTV and welcome to my crib. Here is my room growing up as a child. It's been a few different colors throughout the years. I think it was yellow before, and then I had like a twin bed and there were some like nerdy posters up, but for the most part this is how it's been the last like 6 to 10 years. Upgraded to a bigger bed, and I have a poster from Doctor Who because like we've gone through, I was a mega nerd, so I really love that show. And then these are trophies from like this is my first ever powerlifting competition. I got first place. And then this is my second one ever that I did, and I got first place in that one. And then I just have some pictures of band, percussion, hardest working section. This was the drumline section I was in. I'm at the end here because I was the shortest. When I was in high school, I worked in the adaptive PE gym class, which is the gym class where you partner up with a student that had special needs. I really loved to do that. I also was in the group after school. It was like buddies something, but I always did adaptive PE, and the first girl I was assigned to was named Alyssa, and she was so fun. This is back when I was playing the bass drum, and that's us together. And this is a picture of one of my best friends growing up. He was also in the drum line. We had our band instructor was named Steven Nedzel. He also instructed my brother when him and his wife were in band, and he passed away the year I was going into high school. So we would wear these on the outside of our marching band uniforms, and we all just keep them because it's nice to remember him by. And I then have some pictures of my parents before my father passed away. He was just like such a cool looking dude, and my mom's crazy hair. And this is my dad as a little kid. One of the coaches that we work with on the Juggernaut training team, he had said that a bad day of lifting is always better than a good day at work, and I think that's pretty good. So again, if any of you guys have had a bad competition or it didn't live up to your expectations, first of all, it's never going to. I had my perfect meet last year at last Nationals. I had placed second. I got my spot on the USA team, and this year I ended 5th or 6th. But you know what's even cooler? Next year Nationals is going to be in freaking Florida. So I don't know, it's a sign. Maybe I'll do next Nationals, and hopefully with the new strategies we'll be having moving forward, it will be a lot more successful, because nothing goes better than when you love what you're doing. And for the last few months, I hated what I was doing because I just had it in my head, like I said, that it wasn't going to be successful. So I'm amped to start training again. I'm amped to be in the gym and have the bar on my back and really enjoy what I'm doing. So those are the things that I think are going to make me successful moving forward. I really appreciate you guys following along with how this training for the meet prep has been. It's been a blast. We've done a lot of really cool stuff, and I'm excited to take it even further in the next few months of what we'll be doing. But again, thank you for watching. Use code MADDAWG at MADDAWG20 at checkout for Redcon products, and yeah, always live to lift another day.